But if you're dealing with the general population, and or if you yourself are the general population, like, you're gonna have to make it interesting. You're gonna have to gamify. You're gonna have to keep their attention. So it's,
Yeah.
understanding that at a certain point, when you know the physiology, the psychology will trump that every single day. So consistency is, rather than just like a, sort of a monotone, like, well, you got to wake up and pound the pavement on some like David Goggins shit. It's just like, okay, but like, look, not many people have the incentive to run until their knees bleed. Like, that's
Yeah,
maybe not
literally.
that's a conceptual non-starter for most people, because they have a life and a spouse and kids and a job, and they got to parent teacher interviews and shit. So I think part of the consistency message, albeit consistently the answer for a lot of these things, is like, okay, consistency and dot dot dot. How do we
Mhm.
do that, right? Like, how do you understand what battles you're going to win with people and what battles you're not? Like,
Yeah.
people get attached to the idea of cardio and weight loss. And it's like, okay, like, if you're coming into a new client situation, like, let them fucking do cardio until you've proven them otherwise. Like, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence,
Yeah.
right? And with people entering into these relationships with preconceived biases, at the level of a practitioner, I can stand on my credentials and I can stand on my resume and my CV, but that doesn't do anyone any good. It's
No.
like, okay, what do you like to do? Okay, great, let's start there. And then I'm going to slowly see where I can get in and fit in, and we're going to make some changes there. So I think, yeah, consistency, but it has to be tailor made to how someone can psychologically stay consistent to this endeavor. And I think that's where a lot of people miss the boat, and that's where a lot of people fall off.
Yeah, like that whole like just atomic habits, habit stacking. I think that's a big one for people, but also just not even knowing where to start. Right? Like I totally agree with you. If you don't enjoy doing it, if then what's the point, right? People go and do CrossFit. They're like, it's too hard. Well, then don't do CrossFit. Go
Mm.
do whatever else you do. Just go strength train or something. So I think that just seems to be what I hear people say is like the hardest. They don't even know where to start. And then those that I guess a good question for you would be just if someone, I see it a lot, right? In my gym, people, we think we're 20 and we're in our 30s and 40s and we're still doing the same workouts right next to a 25-year-old. What would that be a recommendation for how to adapt and adjust so that we're not all getting injured? Because I think that's where a lot
Yeah,
of injuries happen.
right. I mean, I think tracking your performance is going to be the number one metric. If we could rely on something reproducibly to give us some insights around maybe where injuries may be lurking, because you can go the metrics route and you can get bands and rings that give you specific data about